My friend, there's a great misunderstanding in our world today about what truly fulfills a man's heart. Society tells us that men are driven by one thing, physical pleasure. But the Bible and real-life experience reveals something far deeper. You see, a man's soul craves something beyond momentary satisfaction. There's a longing within him that no fleeting desire can ever fill. Today I want to share with you a truth that has been overlooked, yet it holds the power to transform relationships, marriages, and even a man's purpose in life. What men secretly desire, more than anything, is something that speaks to their spirit, not just their body. And when this need is met, it creates unshakable bonds and lasting fulfillment. Respect is the foundation of a man's emotional and psychological well-being. While admiration may come and go based on external achievements, deep respect touches the core of who he is. A man may enjoy being admired for his strengths, success, or talents, but what he truly desires is to be respected for his character, decisions, and leadership. When a man senses genuine respect from those around him, especially from the people he values most, it fuels his confident sense of purpose and overall fulfillment. Men are naturally wired to seek purpose and leadership in their lives. They do not just want to be recognized for what they do, but to be respected for who they are. This means being trusted to make decisions, being appreciated for their strengths, and being given the space to lead without feeling controlled or undermined. Many men would rather be in a relationship where they feel respected than in one where they are admired but not truly valued. Without respect, even love can feel hollow. The way a man is treated in this regard shapes his confidence, his interactions, and his overall satisfaction in life. A man's sense of purpose and mission is at the core of his identity. He is driven by the need to achieve, to contribute, and to leave a lasting impact on the world around him. More than temporary pleasures or external validation, a man craves a deep sense of direction that gives his life meaning. Whether it is through his career, his family, his faith, or a personal passion, he finds fulfillment in knowing that his efforts are building something greater than himself. When a man has a clear mission, he feels alive, motivated, and strong. His purpose gives him the energy to push through challenges, the resilience to face setbacks, and the determination to keep moving forward. A man without a mission, however, often struggles with feelings of emptiness, frustration, or even depression. He may seek distractions to fill the void, but nothing truly satisfies him the way a deep sense of purpose does. A man's mission is not just about success in the eyes of the world, it is about internal fulfillment. He needs to feel that what he is doing matters, that his work has significance, and that he is progressing towards something meaningful. When the people in his life recognize and support his purpose, he feels respected and valued. If his mission is dismissed or belittled, it can be one of the most discouraging experiences he faces. The most powerful relationships are those in which a man's purpose is not only understood, but encouraged. When he knows that his mission is supported, he will move mountains to protect and provide for those he loves. His purpose fuels his strength, and when he is aligned with it, he becomes unstoppable. Emotional safety is one of the most overlooked yet deeply desired needs of a man. While society often portrays men as strong and independent, the truth is that they long for a space where they can be vulnerable without fear of judgment, rejection, or ridicule. A man may not always express his emotions openly, but that does not mean he does not feel deeply. He desires a connection where he can be himself, share his fears, struggles, and dreams, and still be accepted and respected. Men are often conditioned to suppress their emotions, to be the rock for others, and to hide their weaknesses. However, when a man finds someone who makes him feel emotionally safe, it becomes a place of refuge for him. He does not have to put on a mask or constantly prove his worth. Instead, he can lower his guard, express his true thoughts, and feel supported rather than criticized. This kind of emotional security strengthens his confidence and deepens his commitment to those who provide it. A man's greatest fear is often failure, whether in his career, relationships, or personal goals. When he faces setbacks, he does not always need solutions or advice. Sometimes he simply needs understanding. Emotional safety means he can share his burdens without feeling like he is being judged or seen as weak. It means knowing that his emotions are not a liability, but a part of who he is. When a man feels emotionally safe, he is more open, more connected, and more willing to invest deeply in a relationship. But when he feels criticized, dismissed, or made to feel inadequate, he withdraws, choosing silence over vulnerability. Emotional safety is not about fixing his problems. It is about standing with him through them. A man deeply desires appreciation for his efforts, even more than grand gestures of admiration. While admiration may be based on his achievements or outward success, appreciation acknowledges the hard work, sacrifices, and daily efforts he puts in, whether big or small. A man wants to know that what he does is seen, valued, and respected. Men are natural providers and protectors, whether in their careers, relationships, or personal goals. They put in long hours, make sacrifices, and often bear silent burdens to create stability and security for those they care about. When a man's efforts go unnoticed or unappreciated, it can lead to frustration, resentment, or emotional withdrawal. He may not always ask for recognition, but when he receives genuine appreciation, it fuels his motivation and strengthens his commitment. Appreciation is not just about saying thank you, but about recognizing his contributions in a meaningful way. It is about noticing the little things he does, from fixing things around the house to working hard to provide a better future. It is in the way he is spoken to, the gratitude shown in everyday interactions, and the respect given to his time and energy. When a man feels appreciated, he feels inspired to do more, to give more, and to be more. He does not need constant praise, but he does need to know that his efforts are making a difference. Feeling unappreciated, on the other hand, can lead him to question his value and purpose. A simple acknowledgement of his hard work can make all the difference in his emotional well-being and the strength of his relationships. A man thrives when he has a sense of leadership and responsibility. Deep within, he has an innate desire to guide, protect, and provide for those he loves. Leadership is not about control or dominance. It is about feeling trusted, capable, and needed. A man wants to know that his decisions matter, that his wisdom is valued, and that he has the ability to make a positive impact in his home, workplace, and community. When a man is given the space to lead, it fuels his confidence and sense of purpose. He feels empowered when his strengths are acknowledged and when those around him trust his judgment. This does not mean he always has to be right or that he never seeks input, but it means he wants to feel respected in his role as a leader. When his leadership is constantly questioned, dismissed, or undermined, it can create feelings of frustration, inadequacy, and even withdrawal. Responsibility is closely tied to leadership. A man takes great pride in being accountable for his actions, his family, and his commitments. He does not just want to exist. He wants to contribute, to solve problems, and to make life better for those around him. When his efforts to lead and take responsibility are recognized and supported, it strengthens his drive. However, when he feels unnecessary or that his role is not valued, he may lose motivation and become disengaged. A man does not desire leadership for the sake of power, but because it gives him purpose. Knowing that he is trusted to lead and that his responsibility is meaningful allows him to step fully into his role, bringing strength, stability, and direction to those who rely on him. Loyalty and trust matter more to a man than attraction alone. While physical beauty may catch his eye, it is unwavering loyalty and deep trust that capture his heart and keep him committed. A man needs to know that the person by his side is dependable, that they will stand with him through challenges, and that their words and actions align with honesty and faithfulness. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. A man desires to feel secure in knowing that he is not being deceived, manipulated, or taken for granted. When he senses dishonesty or disloyalty, even in small ways, it can create deep emotional wounds that take time to heal. He values a partner who is transparent, consistent, and trustworthy in both words and actions. He does not want to second-guess intentions or feel uncertain about where he stands. Loyalty is more than just being faithful in the traditional sense. It is about standing with him, believing in him, and supporting him even when things get tough. It is about being his confidant, not his critic. A man thrives when he knows that the person he cares about will not turn against him in moments of weakness, but will instead uplift and encourage him. When a man feels truly trusted and sees loyalty in action, it creates a bond that is unshakable. He will go to great lengths to protect and cherish the person who provides him with that deep sense of security. However, if trust is broken or loyalty is questioned, it can be difficult for him to fully open his heart again. For a man, loyalty and trust are not just desirable traits, they are necessities for a relationship to thrive. Encouragement strengthens a man's spirit in ways that few other things can. While men are often seen as strong and independent, they carry silent battles, pressures, and doubts that they rarely express. A man deeply desires to be encouraged, not just in his successes, but especially in his struggles. Encouragement is like fuel to his inner drive, giving him the strength to push forward even when he feels weary or uncertain. A man wants to know that someone believes in him, that his efforts are noticed, and that his potential is seen even when he is not at his best. Encouragement is not about flattery or empty words. It is about speaking life into his goals, his character, and his vision for the future. When a man is encouraged, he feels capable, motivated, and empowered to overcome obstacles. When he lacks encouragement, he may begin to question himself, lose confidence, or withdraw emotionally. Poverty leads to emotion. The way a man is encouraged matters. It is in the words spoken to him, the way his challenges are met with support instead of criticism, and the belief that is shown in his abilities. Even small words of affirmation, acknowledging his hard work, expressing faith in his dreams, or reassuring him during setbacks, can have a powerful impact. Encouragement does not mean ignoring faults or avoiding tough conversations, but it does mean uplifting him rather than tearing him down. A man who feels encouraged will rise to meet his full potential. He will work harder, lead with confidence, and stay committed to those who uplift him. But when encouragement is absent, and all he hears is doubt or negativity, it can weigh him down, making even his strongest efforts feel meaningless. A man longs for a peaceful, drama-free environment. While society often emphasizes external achievements and excitement, what many men truly desire is inner peace and harmony in their surroundings. A man's sense of well-being is deeply affected by the emotional climate around him. When there is constant conflict, negativity, or drama in his life, it drains his energy, creates stress, and erodes his sense of stability. Men are wired to seek order and peace. They thrive in environments they can think clearly, make decisions without unnecessary emotional turbulence, and focus on their goals. Drama, in relationships, work, or in life, distracts him from his mission and makes him. A peaceful environment is one where respect, understanding, and calm prevail. A man wants to know that his home, his workplace, and his relationships are places of safety and refuge, not battlegrounds. He does not want to come home after a long day of work only to face more conflict or tension. Instead, he seeks an environment where he can relax, recharge, and connect without fear of disruption. When a man feels surrounded by peace, he is more focused, more present, and more capable of handling life's challenges. However, when he is constantly caught in the storm of drama and chaos, it can lead to feelings of frustration, helplessness, and emotional burnout. Peace is not just the absence of conflict. It is the presence of understanding, trust, and stability that allows him to be the best version of himself. A man often longs for a spiritual connection. Even if he doesn't always express it, deep within he desires a relationship with something greater than himself. Whether it's through faith, a sense of purpose, or a higher calling, men, like all people, seek meaning beyond the daily grind of work, relationships, and personal ambitions. They want to feel that their lives have significance, that their actions matter in the grander scope of life. Spiritual connection goes beyond religious rituals or practices. It speaks to a man's inner need to feel grounded, guided, and supported. He wants to know that there is a higher power or purpose directing his life, and that his struggles, successes, and desires are part of something bigger than his own personal journey. This connection gives him a sense of peace, security, and purpose, especially in times of uncertainty or hardship. A man craves a spiritual foundation that strengthens his sense of identity and direction. When he feels disconnected from this deeper source, he may struggle with feelings of emptiness or confusion. He might try to fill the void with external achievements or distractions, but nothing brings the same sense of fulfillment as spiritual connection. Whether it is through prayer, meditation, nature, or introspection, a man desires the strength and clarity that a spiritual connection provides. It serves as a compass, helping him navigate life's challenges with resilience, and it creates a sense of alignment between his inner self and the world around him. When a man embraces his spiritual side, he becomes more centered, confident, and driven, knowing that his life has a greater purpose. A man desires a legacy and significance beyond himself. He wants to know that his life matters, that the work he does, the relationships he builds, and the values he upholds will leave a lasting impact long after he is gone. This desire for a legacy isn't about fame or recognition. It's about creating something meaningful that transcends his individual life and touches the lives of others. For many men, legacy is deeply tied to their family, their contributions to their community, or the mark they leave in their chosen field. A man wants to know that his efforts are shaping the future, that his children, loved ones, or others who come after him will benefit from the path he's carved. This sense of significance drives him to work hard, to build something of substance, and to live in a way that aligns with his deepest values. Men often feel a deep sense of responsibility to leave the world a better place, whether through providing for their families, mentoring others, or making a positive difference in society. The desire for legacy is not rooted in vanity. It is rooted in the hope that his life will have purpose and that the impact of his actions will ripple outwards, influencing future generations. A man's sense of legacy is acknowledged. It fuels his ambition and reinforces his purpose. He will sacrifice, strive, and endure because he believes that what he does today will matter tomorrow. But when he feels his life lacks significance, he can experience deep dissatisfaction and a sense of futility. A man wants to know that his life's work will endure, that he is leaving a footprint that others can follow and build upon. In conclusion, men are driven by deeper desires than what meets the eye. While society may often emphasize external validation or physical attraction, it is the intangible needs of respect, purpose, emotional safety, loyalty, encouragement, peace, spiritual connection, and legacy that truly fulfill a man's heart. These desires are not merely preferences, they are essential to a man's emotional, psychological, and spiritual well-being. When a man's needs in these areas are met, he becomes more than just a provider or protector. He becomes a confident, fulfilled, and deeply connected individual. He can lead with strength, love with depth, and create a life that is meaningful not just for himself, but for those he cares about. It is through recognizing and honoring these unspoken desires that relationships, both personal and professional, can be transformed. When a man feels respected, trusted, encouraged, and supported, he will go above and beyond to pour into the lives of those around him. A man's true strength comes not from external achievements or temporary pleasures, but from the inner peace, purpose, and connection that he finds through these deeper desires.